A lot of this will also depend on how private sector startups innovate in terms of customized solutions for other countries in the world. Is there any concrete example? I know there were about 11 countries after the G20 meeting in Bengaluru who have agreed on the DPI. Right. This one. Are there any concrete agreements that we've reached in terms of enforcing the India model, if I can call it that, in the rest of the world?
So I want to be clear, Veera, that we are not really enforcing any model. What we are doing today is essentially turning on its head the narrative about technology, that technology is very expensive and that technology is very exclusionary, that only the very rich countries and the very rich people can afford the luxury of digitalization. This was the narrative for many years, that if a country wanted to digitize, if a country wanted to create solutions, they had to go running to these big, powerful technology companies that were invariably in the West. And that narrative has been turned on its head by the India DPI, because what the India DPI represents is really open source. Nobody owns it, but it is available for everybody. And that there is an ecosystem of India stack developers who are startups, small and medium technology companies who are there to support the implementation of the India stack or the India DPI in any geography or any new application. So we have an extremely vibrant ecosystem. And for those who don't understand the journey of DPI, I always use this example about the vision and clarity of our Prime Minister. If you see what the UPI is, the UPI is a use case, is a solution to solve a pressing use case of the government. For many years, people looked at India and said 100 rupees leaves Delhi, 15 rupees reaches the beneficiary, because the whole process, the government pipe, is so leaky and corroded that there is so much of corruption and leakage. To solve that use case, the Prime Minister came up with JDY, then DBT, and and then you had UPI evolve. So just understand that you have governance problems being solved, and at the same time you have this vibrant innovation ecosystem, which has now become one of the world's biggest fintech innovation ecosystem. So it is the power of technology that has been discussed and debated on for years and decades. I think India has now become the preeminent country in the world to actually take technology and empower our people, and at the same time create this very, very vibrant and exciting ecosystem of startups and developers to support that innovation.